Okay, so when your Fusion 360 work is done and you've pasted it into your assignment section, you're going to play around with this virtual playground site. And next week we'll use actual circuit playgrounds. But if you click this link, it will bring you to the MakeCode.adafruit.com. Adafruit are the people that created this circuit playground. And I think in conjunction with Microsoft, they yes, there it is. They created a drag and drop programming environment. And what's great about this drag and drop programming environment is it actually will show you the results over here on this virtual circuit board. So you're going to get this virtual circuit playground. And you're allowed to test programs before you actually put them on the card. So the card has sensors on board. There's two buttons here. There is a sound sensor. Maybe the sound sensor's here, and that's the music output. There's a little switch here. There's a temperature sensor. There's a brightness sensor. And actually, you can see right here it says YXE. That's actually an accelerometer. Don't play around with that today. The other thing I didn't point out is there are lights right here. So these are onboard LEDs. And these things on the outside, they're bronze connectors. We'll be working with those next week. What I want you to do today is play around a little. I'm guessing a lot of you have been exposed to Scratch before, so you can tell it very much looks like Scratch, which kind of makes it easy to guess stuff. Like forever means whatever I put in here is going to happen forever. So let's play with lights. That seems fun. And so let's start with this huge thing that says show ring. If I plop that inside, you'll see that the virtual circuit program automatically, after a second or two, does what this says to do. Now all of these lights are red because all of these lights are red. If I want to change these to different colors, these are different little puzzle pieces. It reminds me of Trivial Pursuit if you've ever played that. But let's say I want some yellow lights. So I click this yellow thing, and then whatever lights I click are going to turn yellow, and you'll see that it takes a minute to update, and then we get yellow lights. Let's put some blue lights in. There's some blue lights. Let's put some green lights in. Now we get green. So pretty simple, pretty intuitive, and that's what it does. If you end up choosing gray in this case, I believe means off, but we will see in a second if I'm right. They go off again. Okay, so that's intuitive. I'm going to throw this away. So if you're done with the puzzle piece, you just put it here and it turns into a trash menu. So go ahead and look at some of these other things. I'm not going to walk you through them. I want you to play with them and discover. And remember, after you put a puzzle piece inside, it takes a minute for this to update. I also think you should play around with music. Try to figure out, well, these are pretty descriptive, but play around with these. Try not to be too annoying with it. There's basically 3 types of sounds. It'll play a sound, and there's choices in here. So if I get this out, you're going to see that there's other choices here. Okay, I'm going to take that out before it plays because it is kind of annoying. And then there's another thing called melody. When you go to melody, you can click here to choose a melody. So you can click a bunch of things here, or you can look at the gallery and just choose a melody. Let's throw that away. And then the last thing I want you to look at is this play tone. Now, those of you that are musicians, especially if you play the piano, you might like this one. It was probably a mistake for me to put that in forever. So let me show you one more thing. If I throw away forever, you can do on start, and that will make it play only once. But what I like about this play tone thing is it's a piano. Well, that doesn't help me because I don't play piano, but any of you who are piano players, you can come in here and make a whole song. Another thing worth pointing out is you can duplicate these just by right-clicking. Okay, so I recommend taking advantage of that. There is a way to duplicate more than one at a time, but you have to go into JavaScript. So I'm going to throw those away. I want you playing definitely with lights and music. If you're feeling brave, then go ahead and feel brave. Try this stuff. What does on button A click mean? Try to figure it out. Obviously, you can put something in here, but you can see there's a button A here. So that's a little teaser. I want you to have fun and discover, and you can't break it. So if you do something wrong here, it just won't run. And, if you get into trouble, just throw everything away. And you can come back here. You have to start with either forever or on start. And notice there's a pause in here. That comes in handy too. So next week we can play show and tell. So if you make something really fantabulous and you want to show it off, we will make that happen. So have fun with that. And I look forward to seeing you next week.